Alright, let's be honest. Do you ever watch a movie and see a bunch of people in some serious looking suits flash a badge and you just sort of nod along, having absolutely no idea if they're the ones who chase bank robbers or the ones who listen to other countries' phone calls? Today, I'll explain the difference between the FBI and the CIA to you like you're 5 years old, and by the end of this, you'll be able to confidently tell your friends which agency is for problems inside the house and which one is for problems happening in the neighbor's yard. Now, to understand this, we need a very simple idea. Imagine the entire United States of America is one big sprawling house. It has 50 rooms, a front yard, a backyard, and a fence around it. Everything that happens inside this house or inside this fence is one type of problem, and everything that happens outside the fence, in all the other houses and on the street, is another type of problem. This is the one and only rule you need to remember. Inside the house, outside the house. Got it? Good. Let's start with the FBI. The letters stand for Federal Bureau of Investigation. Now I know that sounds pretty grown up and complicated, but it's really not. Let's break it down real fast. Federal just means it's for the whole country, not just one city or state. They're the parents for the entire house, not just the parent of the kitchen or the parent of the living room. Bureau is just a fancy old-timey word for an office or department. Think of it as the Department of Finding Stuff Out, and investigation means that they look into things to figure out who did what. They investigate. They're detectives. So, the FBI is the whole country's office of finding stuff out. Now, the FBI, they work inside the house. Their job is to enforce the house rules for everyone living there. If someone robs a bank in Texas and drives to Oklahoma, that's like running from the living room to the bedroom. A local cop might be the parent of that one room, but when a rule breaker crosses into another room, you need the parent for the whole house to step in. That's the FBI. They handle the big, important, national-level boo-boos. They are law enforcement. They are police. They can arrest you, and they can put you in a timeout that lasts for many, many years. But what kind of house rules do they enforce? Well, the really big ones. Things like kidnapping, where someone takes another person without asking. That's a huge no-no inside the house. Or terrorism that happens inside our country. That's like one of the people living in the house deciding to set the basement on fire. The FBI are the ones who rush down there to figure out who did it and make sure that no one can do it again. They also take care of things like big-time cheating that affects the whole family's allowance money, which grown-ups call financial crimes. They deal with cybercrime, which is when someone uses the computer to break rules, like stealing information from inside the house. The FBI's main job is to catch the bad guys who are already inside of our borders. They follow the law, they gather evidence, and they take that evidence to a judge, just like showing a parent the crayon markings on the wall and pointing to the kid with the red crayon on their fingers. They have badges and guns and the authority to arrest people inside the United States. They are the super police for the whole country. They solve crimes. Remember, the FBI's playground is inside the fence. They are the ultimate hall monitors for America. Now, let's talk about the CIA. The letters stand for Central Intelligence Agency. Again, let's make those words less scary. Central means it's the main place, the hub for one specific job. Intelligence is the really important word here. In the spy world, intelligence doesn't mean you're good at math. It means secrets. It means information. It's knowing what someone else is planning to do before they do it. An agency is just another word for a group of people who do a job. So, the CIA is the main group for getting secrets. And where does the CIA get these secrets? Well, here's the most important part. They work outside the house. Their entire focus is on what's happening in the other houses on the street, all around the world. They are not police. I'll say this again because it's the biggest difference. The CIA has no police power. They can't arrest anyone inside our house. That's not their job. It is, in fact, against the rules for them to do police work here. Their job is to be the family's lookouts. They climb up into a treehouse with binoculars and watch the other houses. What's the neighbor planning? Are they building a giant slingshot aimed at our roof? Are the kids in the house down the street making a plan to sneak over and steal our garden gnomes? The CIA's mission is to gather information, or intelligence, about foreign countries, foreign leaders, and foreign groups to figure out what threats might be coming our way. They are spies. They collect secrets from other places to keep our own house safe. They do this in lots of sneaky ways as well. They might read other people's mail, listen to their conversations, or make friends with people in other houses to find out what's going on. They analyze the information, write up reports, and give those reports to the leader of our house, the president. It's like the kid in the treehouse running inside and yelling, "Mom, Dad, the neighbors are planning a massive water balloon fight and they're coming this way!" The CIA provides the warning. They don't fight the water balloon fight themselves, they just deliver the secret message. So, let's put it all together with a little story. Imagine the CIA, our spies working outside the house, finds out that a very bad person from the house across the street is planning to sneak into our house to do something terrible. Well, the CIA's job is done once they have the secret. They can't just wait by the door and arrest the bad person. They don't have that power here. Instead, they run to the FBI and say, "Hey, the guy from the other house is coming. He's going to try and break a big rule. Be ready." Then, the FBI, our super police who work inside the house, take that information and get to work. They're the ones who can legally watch the bad guy once he steps onto our property. They're the ones who can track him, gather evidence against him, and when the time is right, they're the ones who can slap on the handcuffs. The CIA finds the secret, and the FBI makes the arrest. One works outside, the other works inside. One is for secrets, the other is for crimes. Now, does an FBI agent ever go to another country? Well, yes, but it's usually to work with the police in that country in a case that affects our house. It's like our parent going over to the neighbor's house to have a meeting with the parent about a shared problem. Their focus is still protecting our house, but does the CIA have offices inside our country? Well, of course. They need a place to work and do their homework. But their operational mission, their spy work, it's directed outward at the rest of the world. So the next time you see a movie, you can be the smart one. If the characters are investigating a string of bank robberies that cross state lines or hunting a serial killer who operates in multiple states, you can lean over and whisper, "That's the FBI. It's a problem inside the house." And if the characters are in a foreign country wearing disguises and trying to steal secret plans from another government, you can say, "Ah, the CIA. They're gathering secrets from the neighbor's yard." The FBI are detectives, the CIA are spies. The FBI enforces law, the CIA collects information. The FBI can put you in jail, the CIA can tell the president what you had for breakfast. It's really that simple when you think about it. I mean, one keeps the peace inside our home, and the other watches the world outside to make sure that no one tries to disturb the peace. So, let's recap this one last time, just to make sure it sticks. The United States is a big house. The FBI are the police for inside the house. They catch people who break the big house rules. And the CIA are the spies for outside the house. They find out secrets from other houses to keep our house safe. FBI, inside. CIA, outside. You see, you get it now. It really wasn't that hard, was it? You're officially no longer confused about the difference between the guys in the suits. Now you can go back to worrying about more important adult things, like whether it's socially acceptable to eat cereal for dinner. Go on now.